Hey, it's Anya.
It's your girl, Nadia.
What's up, guys? It's Trent.
And I'm Ramesh, and we are The Community. We're covering the latest in pop culture, politics, and everything in between. Let's get started. Good day, and welcome to another week of The Community, everybody. As you can see, we have our birthday girl back in the building.
I knew I heard that Wendy Williams audience.
But as you can see, we are also missing one of our community members. Anya has taken the time to celebrate Father's Day with her dad and her family. So happy Father's Day to all of the fathers and father figures out in the Bahamas and in the world from the community team. But Nadia, tell us, how was the birthday?
Yeah, so if you know me, you know I love my freaking birthday. June 15th is the best day ever. And my birthday, what I did for it, I did a really small brunch gathering at my best friend's house. Everything was cooked, so we did conch chowder. And as you guys know, I love to walk around with my laptop, right, for podcasts. So there was conch chowder, there was chicken and waffles, there was coconut French toast, there was a fruit platter, there was scones, blueberry muffins, and some fancy French pastry that I cannot remember the name of right now. We had a mimosa and sangria station, and we also had a granola parfait station. So it was actually pretty cool. Everybody was late as per Bahamian guidelines, to the point where I was afraid nobody was going to come. If you know me, you know that the reason I've never had an adult party is because I'm absolutely terrified nobody will show up. I even texted in the group and I was like, hey, anybody on the way yet? An hour later. And they definitely showed up, but it was a great time. It was from 2 o'clock till about 8 o'clock. We sort of treaded really close to curfew, and then also to end it off, everybody was able to leave with a to-go plate of seafood mac and cheese.
Ooh, okay.
And birthday cake, obviously.
All right. Trent, how did you spend Nadia's birthday week?
Exactly.
I would have loved to spend it with her.
Good ass.
I wasn't invited, so
All girls.
I had to celebrate another friend's birthday, which was fun.
Okay. Well, this week I got my Amazon order. So,
how was that? Can you talk to us about your experience?
So I've realized, this was my first time ever using a shipping company to bring items over.
Okay.
I will say that I'm going to be very hesitant on shipping now because I did not realize how expensive that process was.
Yeah.
So going into it, I heard everything that I would have to pay, but in my mind it was like, okay, that's it.
Yeah.
So at first, like I said, I ordered everything for my room renovation. So all of my sheets, towels.
Oh, we're still doing the room renovation. Okay.
Yes, new furnishings, everything. So I got new lamps, new fans, all these different things. So in doing the calculation, I calculated freight. I was like, $120, that's going to be a breeze. And then I had to realize that, you have to pay customs. Okay, so
that wasn't a breeze.
Customs and then freight. Okay, $250. And then I had the shock of my life. Because no one ever told me that on top of customs, you have to pay VAT. I did not realize. No, I am so sorry. I thought that was added into the percentage. I didn't realize I was paying 2 sets of taxes. This is highway robbery.
You're lying.
Nadia, let me tell you, the frustration I had swiping my card to pay for these things, it was a lot. But I was very excited when all of them came. I unboxed. So next week, the gentleman's supposed to be coming to finish seal up the roof and put down some new baseboards. So that was a part of my project this week as well. I took down all of the baseboards in the house. So once the carpenter comes, he just has to put the new ones up, install the new doors, and then I will go to painting. I cannot wait until my room is done. I am very excited so that I can stop spending money.
So do you think that your shipping experience has put you off completely, or is it just that you didn't estimate the amount of calculations? Because I think like for me and Trent, I think we actually ship a lot, or we've had shipping experience where we're not like shocked. Like the reality is if you spend $70 on products online, you spend about $60 or $70 to clear them.
Ramesh got online items that I don't ever have never ordered before, so I wouldn't know how expensive they would come up to. I don't order anything that big, so
right. We learned
I don't feel it when I pay.
Right, but that's because we've already learned that. We've learned that necessity is what we ship. If we could really do without, it's not gonna happen. Or we're gonna go to Lowe's and buy our toiletries.
My protein bar, my little t-shirts, my little fitness belts and stuff. They don't ever take me anywhere where I'm like, oh no, this is too expensive.
What I will say, Nadia, is it's not that the rates were bad. It's just that because I've never done it, it wasn't something that I expected.
Right.
So I'm the person that typically travels and brings my items back on me. So I never have to do the shipping freight and
you be trying to swing the government in person.
No, because I have my exemption, I could use my $500 exemption on these items versus having to.
Well, that's also true. But we still try.
No, I'm not promoting defrauding the government of any money. You know, we want to make sure that we live in a profitable country. So make sure to pay your customs fees, everybody. But let's get started with this week's topics.
All right.
So speaking of traveling, the government has made some amendments to the July 1st reopening of our borders for international travelers as well as returning locals.
Residents.
So initially, it was stated that you didn't need to be tested. Once you said that you don't have COVID-19, come on, visit the beautiful shores of the Bahamas. Stay in our world-class resorts. You know, give our people coronavirus. Essentially, that's what we were saying. So after a lot of discussions, that's changed. So now persons have to be tested at least 10 days in advance before coming to the country. Do you think that this change was necessary, or do you think that them coming regardless would have been fine?
I mean, it's necessary, but what are you going to do if they test positive?
Send them back.
They shouldn't be allowed to go on the plane. That's actually what it's supposed to be.
I think we've done an amazing. Now, granted, y'all, I'm not changing my views. I still hated lockdown. I hated it. However, I think we did a great job in terms of flattening our curve and slowing our spread. Even with things reopening, we're still flat. Like the curve is still flat. Like we still don't have infections popping up frequently. If we can get them to like 2 weeks in level of infection, that'd be great. But we've been doing, I think our longest stretch is maybe like 5 days or 6 days. But I think it's necessary. The reality is that like when persons come in an influx on a plane, that's 120 people. If you have, and that's going to be 120 people at least,
every
80
hour.
to 90 of them about to be tourists. So if you have like 50 of them who infected, that's a lot. And then even so, because let's just say because like Trent, you said you'd have like, what would you do with them, right? My hopes is that you would turn them around and don't let them board. But if you don't find out that they are not infected until they land in Nassau, if it's like 50 of them, we don't even have the capacity to hold them people. And that's only 50 people. So I'm gonna need some to see for me. I'm all good. You know, I got a little extended vacay. Now, if my vacay was cut short for me to go back to what I was doing next month,
But
yeah.
so for me, I feel that yes, we have done a good job of flattening the curve. However, people have gotten their chains have been unlocked. They've been released from jail. So now they are embracing everything that they couldn't for the last 2.5 months.
A little too comfortable.
A lot of persons are not wearing masks.
Yeah, that's a little uncomfortable
lot.
for me.
This weekend alone, I have witnessed a lot of parties, everybody was at the restaurants. Restaurants were booked out.
Yeah, they were.
Fish fry last week was ridiculous. Yes, I understand that no, you can't eat with your mask on. That's understandable. No, you can't drink with your mask on. That's understandable.
But the way they were doing it.
Congregating and socializing just to do that, it's not beneficial to our growth thus far in combating this disease.
So I was out west. I won't name the restaurant. And I had to use the restroom. I felt as though I was mask shamed. Because I walked in there with my mask on and people were like, and I was like, oh my God, y'all trying to kill yourselves. Like I was so shocked, babe, because while it is outside dining, like people crowding the bars to order their drinks. It's like people coming up behind you, and I'm like, don't do that.
And that's the fair.
Restroom. So literally, as I went and used my restroom, and I got the heck up because I really, really had to go, and I got the heck up out of there because that was, for me, who's not super paranoid about catching it, like that was super uncomfortable because it's like you're not even trying. Like y'all just really don't care at this point, and that's not cool because you're not thinking about everybody else.
Yeah, and in addition to that, I know the discussion as of late has been, how will life look once we start adjusting to this new normal? So I know the Ministry of Education was discussing the possibility of doing split days for students. So half of the class comes in the morning and half comes in the afternoon. So, okay. So there are a number of challenges with that alone.
They are. You know, but they first of all, the children who was already cutting class could definitely cut class. They ain't even showing up.
My thing is, the reason why schools were cut first before any businesses closed down is because kids will not observe social distancing. Just point blank period. That's not a generalization of, some kids will, some kids won't. It's just understood that it's unrealistic to say that kids will social distance. Because let's take break time, for example. Just like how Nadi said that persons were congregating behind her trying to get a drink at the bar. If it's break time and I only have 15 minutes, about 20 of us could be standing by the lady truck trying to get a hot potty at the car. I ain't gonna be like, I'll wait my turn until you have moved 6 feet away from me to come and get my snack from the lady
Exactly.
truck. So everything is going to be difficult for an adjustment. And that's why I feel like adding an additional factor, that being these tourists coming in and not knowing if they have the disease or not, will just aid and other chaos happen. So I feel like the adjustment to make sure that people are tested is key. I think you have to bring a medical card to prove that you tested negative for COVID-19, because the word of mouth thing that they were initially doing, where you just fill out a form and say that yes or no, it wasn't going to be valuable to us. I can say, yes, I tested negative. I never get tested. I put that thing in my nose to cause me sneeze. No. So I feel that this step is beneficial. Will it hinder the amount of persons that will come? It may. But we also have to look at it as, are we trying to maintain us having a clean, green, pristine country, or are we just inviting anybody to come and then cause us to be in utter chaos and mayhem?
Not even that. Are the tests free in the States?
I know persons issue them free from time to time, but I don't know if it's completely free now.
I will say I do admire the establishments that they require you to have a mask before entering.
I think it should be mandatory regardless.
Yeah.
Even at a restaurant, I feel like you need to come with it on. And until your food comes, you should have that on until your food arrives.
So kudos to
Yeah.
I agree.
So another thing that has been scrutinized because of the coronavirus has been the restart of the NBA season. So the NBA is looking into restarting or completing its season at the Disney location for about 4 months, starting in August. A number of players have voiced their opinion on this matter, stating that they don't feel like it's safe, while others are eager to get back to work. So what's going to happen is it's going to be a closed court game where only the players and the officials are there, but it's going to be televised for fans to spectate.
Okay, so not that.
So do you feel like they should continue on with the NBA, considering that persons won't be there to actually cheer on the teams? No? Why you say no, Trey?
Yeah, why?
It's not even just about fans not being there. That's the least of my concern. My concern is this billion-dollar company want to put the health of the athletes at risk. They don't have to be the ones to go on the court and dribble and guard and try to get the ball and all of these things. They don't have to be the one to do it. So why you putting these guys' health at risk? I don't appreciate that.
So the health factor for me, so it's how they have it set up or how they plan to have it set up is that it's supposed to be like this bubbled effect. So only the players who have already tested negative will be able to interact with each other. There'll be no outside force coming in. It will literally just be this village, essentially, interacting with each other day to day for 4 months.
Are they testing daily?
I don't know how often they will test. They haven't stated that far. If I have to get tested daily, I wasn't going. Because tested daily for 4 months, especially if my team makes it to the championship game, no, ma'am.
Too many flaws. Too many flaws. They just need to leave it alone.
But after they leave the arena, there's interaction with different people. There's
No, it's supposed to just be this village. So if you have a bus driver,
so they like staying at Disney.
Correct.
Like
Correct. It's essentially you're being locked up for 4 months.
That's not gonna work.
Like they literally quarantined at Disney World.
Correct.
That's not gonna work.
Now, see me, I'm a Disney fanatic.
These men of families.
I would punch Cinderella in her face. But then she asked me if I want pancakes one more time.
I mean to go off topic, but I need another Disney trip, Dread.
Me too, because it is the happiest place on earth. But I think after 4 months of being quarantined there,
you're not on Disney World's property. So there is Disney properties. I think it's Disney Lakes or Disney Shores or something of that nature.
They're able to let them stay at the campsite.
Right. That's where they will be staying.
Too many floors.
I went there last year. Let me tell y'all, one, they got alligators like crazy. I really didn't let a little boy get snatched. And two, yes, every time you walk it to say alligator crossing. And two,
that's a lot in Florida though.
The mosquitoes are serious. And it is really, I ain't gonna lie, it's extremely spaced out. Like the cabins themselves, extremely spaced out from each other. So that would make sense.
The family is
I do believe the option will be given for you to carry your family members, but they will not be able to leave your premises. It's not where, oh, mommy and the kids are going into town today to see what's happening. No. How I feel like it's going to be set up is there's going to be a designated shopper. That shopper will get your items, clean them off, bring them to your apartment or your complex.
Too much going on.
Too much. Let me tell you something. My husband was locked up in his cabin, but sis over her, I was going to be in my Airbnb in the Orlando home.
Thank you.
Where I can move freely to Target, Walmart.
But your husband can't come see you.
Yeah,
so
but
you stay home. At least you stay home. Stay home.
If he put no, because I probably live in LA where they still, there's a lot happening.
Florida ain't no better right now. It's not.
Orlando is.
Okay.
I'm just saying that's a little bit. I know, I don't think it's necessarily fair. I understand the concept though, because it's trying to get back to a certain level of new normalcy. And then obviously a lot of persons miss sports. And sports is sort of like a way to let persons know that, okay, guys, we're still here. But at the same time,
here's the other part of it. Here's the other kicker. If they do not continue the season, they do not get paid. So only a handful of persons have a contract where they are paid up front before the games. It's about 16 of them who have this in their contract.
I wonder who they are.
So it's like
one of them is my husband.
it's LeBron, Chris Paul, Kyrie Irving, and a few others.
Who's the husband, Nadia?
We're not going to do this right now. We're not going to do this right now. We're not. We're going to continue. We're going to continue. We're going to continue.
No, I was to be interrupted. Say, I honestly didn't hear what she said.
Dwayne Wade isn't playing, so he can't be the one with the contract.
The point is, whomever my husband is has a contract.
So I will continue. Okay, thank you. So
if you're trying to come for me,
the remainder of players.
I can't now.
The remainder of players do not have this clause in their contract. So in order to get paid, they need to work. So
the bench. You're talking about the bench.
No. Only 16 players, period, within the NBA have this clause in their contract.
Oh, so that's going to be...
Right.
That's going to be... Okay.
They should have enough to live by until next season.
Okay, so...
Not the bench, though. The bench don't necessarily have enough to live by the next season.
Let me say this. If I am a millionaire, I've already been accustomed. If I accustomed to making $18 million a year, I accustomed to spending $15 million a year.
Okay,
I'm accustomed to spending $8 million, and that's it.
Well, you can need to...
And then I have...
They will need to mature it up and be a little more scarce with their funds. Unfortunately, that's the reality of the situation.
Why do I need to mature out of my job, giving me an opportunity to make my money? If my job...
And I also have other obligations, Trent. I may be taking care of my families back home. I may be giving to charitable organizations consistently.
Other people might have expectations of me. Mm-hmm.
But these are the same guys that are against...
Everybody in the NBA, Trent. Everybody else besides the 16.
Okay.
So... It's not everyone. It's just a group right now, but it is causing some stir because now it's causing other players. Right, it's causing other players to be apprehensive. Like the Lakers, for example, LeBron is adamant that he is going. He said he don't care who going with him. He is going to Orlando to play. His team is like, do we really have to? And the NBA has already stated, you don't have to. Don't feel obligated to come. Just don't feel obligated to get no paycheck.
I feel like some of them who are saying that they don't want to come aren't big stars. But if they were, their minds would have been...
I think it's a mix. It's a mix because I know
I think some persons are more
like Kyrie Irving and Carmelo Anthony. It's a mix. It's a good mix of people.
Carmelo, really?
Wow.
What I'm trying to say is I think that some persons really want to get back to mentally playing because, basketball was their escape.
Mm-hmm.
And I think others are like, no, I have like 6 children. I have to be healthy to still be able to play next year. It's a tricky situation because like they want to get back to some form of normalcy, but then you have persons who actually, they don't know how the virus would react to them. You know what I mean? Because with certain young persons who are also athletic, some persons still die from it. So it's like, and then it's super aggressive in the States. Like you don't even know what you're going to get. At least in the Bahamas, a lot of our cases were, yes, they have it, but they've been quarantined at home and they've recovered, which means that it wasn't serious. But you in the States where currently now it's now respiking. Okay, we don't know why, so we're not going to say the reasons why, but it's respiking right now, and hospitalization cases have now increased. Yeah. So it's kind of scary because it's like, you want me to go play when we ain't even flattened. Like we ain't even never had a instance of flattening. We was dropping, but we wasn't flattening. But you still want me to go outside and play?
I think the other portion of it too, Nadia, is let's say I'm in Utah where there's 4 reported cases and y'all want me to go to Florida where there's 18,000.
45.
Right, so I could get that argument. But I also get the NBA's argument that, like you said, people have not had sports to watch in over 3 months.
Like, they care about that.
No, Trent, that's literally some people's, just like how music is some people's way of de-stressing. Being able to watch their favorite sport is their escape, even for just an hour, hour and a half. You know, to just be able to cheer on your favorite player and then go badmouth to your best friend because your favorite player beat their favorite player. Literally, it is
an escape for a lot of persons, and then also too, that's how your TV stations will remain there and on TV.
Because ESPN
ain't playing nothing.
ESPN reporting watch golf, no, pool, no.
They actually can report golf right now, though. That actually be pretty okay.
I got my WWE network. I'm stressing.
Exactly, and they've been. We ain't getting on the WWE with their. Keeping
it is so dry. Like, I don't even know. The fact that they still be acting is baffle me because they just be like, what are you gonna do? And then they just play the theme music, but you know, usually people are going, yeah. But they play the theme. That wasn't
the argument I was going on.
They was like, what are you gonna do about it? And then they like drop the mic and then walk off, but ain't nobody clapping, is my point.
Now,
well, they do kind of have an audience now.
Have you ever watched wrestling live?
No, not in person.
Oh my gosh.
I don't want to be a part of this discussion.
I had the pleasure of watching wrestling live.
Okay, it was a WWE.
It was WWE. It was
definitely a pleasure.
It was Monday Night Raw. And just like how you say there is no... If you watch it on TV, you had people in the arena. Yes, there are people cheering, but not that loud. It isn't to that magnitude that's reported on TV.
Ramesh's thing is he is used to hearing the commentary as well.
Oh, and that's put in. That's live.
And when you're there live, there's no commentary. You're just watching the show.
Trent, quiet for 2 seconds. Let me show you how this means, Nadia. And then somebody else just walk out onto the stage and just be like, ain't nobody announcing nothing. The only reason the fans and the audiences know is because each person has their theme music and the fans know the theme music for each person. Me as somebody, I do not watch wrestling, so I know nothing.
Oh, wait a minute. The commentators who are commenting on USA.
You cannot have them.
They'll say, oh my God, and there's Triple H walking down the...
They add no excitement to the actual live experience. You don't know what's happening. So, like, you
This is just as bad as when I found out that wrestling wasn't real. Because I really thought Stephanie McMahon, who was my Jack, I really thought that she was forced to marry Triple H until I found out that she's happily married to Hunter Hearst Helmsley. I was like, what y'all mean this ain't fit? Like, what y'all mean this ain't real? Like, this is so real. Like, he kidnapped her, got her drugged, and they got married at the Whitechapel. They were like, yeah, no sis.
It's no different from watching The Days of Our Lives. It's no different from watching Grey's Anatomy. It's no different from watching The Real Housewives.
Here's the difference, Trent. This is a sporting event.
World Wrestling Entertainment. Okay.
I understand that. First of all, it used to be WWF, the World Wrestling Federation, but they have to change that because of the worldwide organization for the animals thing. Fine.
That's irrelevant.
My point is this. How do you as the producer of a show, and I could speak to it because for those of you who don't know, I'm an actual event producer. So I am very well aware of keys and points and how an event is supposed to come together. Sporting is one of those items in the list. How am I as a producer supposed to get my fans to give me the reaction I want them to give me if I don't even have commentators commenting at minimum the announcement of a person who's going to interrupt a current match? How do I not say, oh my goodness, and there is Triple H coming down. We don't know why he's here. The crowd's going crazy. I can't do any of that. So am I literally just sitting there watching
Yeah, but
Watching what?
it was always that way. That's not something new. The commentary is only for TV.
So, Nadia, I don't know if
It's
you've ever
just
been
like
to a talk show taping. So, a talk show
No.
taping, they give you.
that's worse. You are actually working. I won my check. Okay, and they work too hard.
So, the producer gives you your cues, just like you're saying. So, the host stands to the right, and the producer stands behind the host. So, the producer behind the host will go, and you clap. So, at least you have some cues to know, okay, you clap. They literally give you the run of show before the show starts. They're going to say, okay, so Nadia's going to walk out. She's going to shake 5 persons' hands. These 5 people right here. Okay, and then...
Even you.
No.
These 5 people.
We just need you to know to look at these 5 people just in case the camera hits you.
Sorry to interrupt,
direction to look at.
And they also tell you what not to do with the celebrities. This celebrity doesn't like when you touch us, so don't touch this celebrity.
You could touch the next one, but don't touch the first one. So, like John said, it's a job. But the difference is, this is a TV show. This is a talk show. When I go to a sporting event, I anticipate that the sports
you're feeding off the energy of the crowd.
They literally have commercial breaks, Nadia, where you sit and say, okay, now pause, don't move. And once the commercial break comes back on, clap for when the next wrestler hits the stage. It's like, no, it should be organic. Like, when I see them, I should be cheering, not, okay, hey. But we got on the topic of wrestling because we were saying that the NBA coming to start playing wasn't safe. I was saying that wrestling has been continued since the start of COVID-19. They have had these wrestlers exposed to the possibility of getting the coronavirus without a care in the world.
For real.
If the WWE could do it.
But hold on, but have they been moving arenas or are they in the same arena?
They're just the one arena in Florida.
Yeah.
So they're in Florida too?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. No, I get your point. And they have way more closer interactions. Right.
So I feel if it's safe enough for the WWE to have continued running for the duration of all of these lockdowns and quarantine,
I'll give you that.
I feel like it should be okay for the NBA. Yes,
That's
it's
true.
a few more persons, but it should still be able to happen. Give us some entertainment.
Because these reruns is not doing me well. I've watched everything, and I'm just thinking to myself, every time a commercial comes on and goes, 3 more episodes until the season finale, in my mind, I'm like, is this the show finale or the season finale? Because ain't nobody working right now. So is it really a season finale? Do y'all really have some more stuff hold up for us? Because I need you to have more.
Now keep in mind, most of these shows were filmed
prior.
Like around March. So
right, but the upcoming seasons would have not been filmed at all because they would have had to halt production.
Summer shows were actually filmed from last year, then in like December and stuff.
Well, I know Thingham comes out. Did she come out already? Greenleaf
is coming out, I think this week, yesterday. I don't know, sometime soon. Those shows have already been filmed and are able to come out, but newer shows like for next season, so like fall, have not been shot yet. So that's why everything is up in the air, because Hollywood keeps getting pushed back. Like one day it's okay, so tomorrow we're going to allow you to start filming, and then the next day is put your cameras back inside. Let's hold off on this for a little while longer. So everything's up in the air. If it can happen safely, I say make it happen. If it can't, don't risk it. Entertainment, we can find other ways to be entertained.
I'm on a hiatus from How to Get Away with Murder because a lot is happening.
Where are you now?
I don't know where he is. I think on season 4 or 5.
No, I mean like where? What was the last scene?
The guy that killed Nate's father.
Oh.
Nate killed him. And Bonnie killed him. Nate beat him up. And Bonnie killed him. That's where I am.
What? How to Get Away with Murder?
Yeah.
He ain't finished yet. He's still.
Because I feel like he's mixing up the story. Oh, so you're at the white wedding.
Right, and Frank just killing up everybody. Frank just. I'm not surprised with Frank at this point.
Well,
Frank killing somebody is just a casualty. It's very
so
normal.
you realize that the show has ended.
How to get it brought up?
Yeah, the show has ended.
What
Yeah,
wedding you at? You at the
but-
guy's wedding?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
Connor and
Oh, that was a sad scene when she had to kill her boyfriend. Oh,
Connor and that
boy.
fool. No, Connor's the fool. My bad.
But you're going to yeah, the show itself is over. I finished the show, I think, on our third podcast. The show like literally was live during quarantine, and then it ended. So I've ended it, and you are gonna be shooketh.
Without giving details, was the finale good?
Yes, the finale was sad but good.
It was a good wrap up.
Yeah, it makes sense because when the final season starts, and I think you're going into it, you're gonna be like, hold up, wait, what? From the first episode, and then as you trickle on down, it's gonna make more sense.
All right.
He's going into season 5, so he has 2 more seasons.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah. All right.
But yeah,
So
show is
let's head into a little versus challenge. So when we were able to be in an office and interact with each other, we posed this question to a lot of our coworkers. So let me pose it to you. Do you brush your teeth before or after you shower?
Before.
Okay.
Before.
Why?
I don't understand how you. Okay, for me, I need to get out the bathroom as quickly as possible. So I'm going to do everything prior to getting in the tub, because as soon as I want to come out of the tub, I want to come straight out. On top of that, sometimes it just be hot. I ain't standing by the face basin to brush my teeth and sweating and I just bathe. And I'm not brushing my teeth in the bath inside the tub because that's scornful to me. That for me, I can't do it.
Me too.
So I have to brush
I
my
agree.
teeth or I go inside the shower. So, sometimes I'll even brush my teeth before I even decide to shower. Like I might brush my teeth, joke around a little bit, walk around, I don't know, sweep, then take a shower. But I'm not gonna brush my teeth after I shower.
I agree. I have the same exact reasonings as Trent. In addition to that, sometimes our water heater, because I don't know how y'all bills set up, but my bills is a little high. So we just have our water heater off. We have a switch. So when we switch that bad boy up, you gotta let that cold water run off. And that's the perfect amount of time to be brushing your teeth. You brush your teeth as the cold water runs off. So when you get inside, it's at that nice temperature you want. I also find it scornful to brush your teeth in the shower. I don't know why. It's a mental thing. I don't know why though. But I feel like me brushing my teeth in the shower and like spitting that foamy toothpaste on myself.
I think I have to bathe all over again.
It's like, oh my God, this is nasty. Like I have a thing about that. So I don't, my mommy actually brushes her teeth in the shower. Like she has no issues doing that. I'm just like, sis, that's not cute. But I have to, all the reasons Trent did, I also want to be able to do sometimes I find, this sounds so bad. Sometimes I find taking a shower, especially when I'm tired, to be like a task. So I need to get in and get out as quick as possible because I'm done even trying to do that right now. But I'm that person that I can't be dirty and lay in a bed. I feel like the dirt is just like crawl onto every part of my bed. So I have to shower. But at the same time, I'm like, God digging it, I don't want to shower. And so I got to brush my teeth first. Then I got to rinse out with Listerine for 60 to 90 seconds as directed by my dental hygienist. Then I have to go into the shower, quickly shower, and then come out, wipe my face, dry off, and walk straight out because I'm not trying to be in there with that steam no more. Because if I start to sweat, I could feel dirty, and I got to start showering again.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
So I'm different. So for me, I have a morning routine. I wake up, I use the restroom, I shower, and then I brush my teeth. So
I gotta brush my teeth before I use the restroom too. It's
me too.
So sometimes I stay in the bathroom while I'm brushing my teeth, but my room is right next door to my bathroom. So others, I can just start brushing, go stand in front of the fan and cool off a little bit, do my first spit, do my next rotation, go back in my room, stand in front of the fan, or go start playing music, go back, spit, rinse, mouthwash, and that's me. Because now my body's already started to dry. I've already brushed my teeth, and now I can just jump into my clothes. I feel that brushing last helps my mouth to be fresher. I am now vibrant and ready to go. Whereas if I brush my teeth at 6 a.m., first thing I get up in the morning, then I go use the bathroom.
We never said first thing. We never said first thing.
But
we're talking about your morning routine, though. This is your
our morning routine is you open when you go to bathe is when you brush your teeth. Not
what makes it more fresh is gargling Listerine before you leave, but brushing it is different.
That should be one process. That should be one sweep. It shouldn't be I brush and then I come back.
It doesn't have to be.
It doesn't have to be. But I agree. Like you don't have to. Me and Trent never said that when we wake up, we go and we brush our teeth. We're saying that before, your question was, do you brush your teeth before or after you shower? I literally mean right before I shower. I literally mean that. Sis, now, I could be real. If I don't have anywhere to go, and I probably in shower until like 2 p.m. because it's quarantine, then, and only then, may I feel inclined to brush my teeth in the morning. But mostly, I'd probably just rinse out with some Listerine and carry on with my day. And then right before I go to shower to go out, if I leave my house at 3 o'clock, then I will then brush my teeth. But I'm not talking about, I wake up yawning, let me go brush my teeth. No, not unless I go to work.
Y'all don't feel like y'all spitting some of the saliva on y'all clean body when y'all
in the shower, yeah.
I don't brush my teeth in the shower. I brush my teeth either in front of
not in the shower, but by the face facing.
No, because
I have a question.
And you don't feel like your face dirty again?
Because my face dirty because I brush my teeth.
Because all kind of toothpaste stuff is on your mouth.
You should know how to brush your teeth without spit and stuff going all up in your eye.
Yeah, but toothpaste and stuff on your mouth though. You gotta wash your face over again.
Area. It's literally this area. I'm going to put chapstick on right after.
I have a part B to y'all to your question, Ramesh.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you guys spit out your toothpaste spit? In the face basin, in the shower, or in the toilet?
When I don't feel like rinsing the face basin, I still the toilet.
That is scornful to me. Doing it in the toilet. Oh my God.
I only know about the face basin. I'm sorry.
Me too. I have some members in my household who do it in the toilet, and that is so not. To me, I feel like you weren't even brushing your teeth.
Because you inhaling the toilet air, right?
That is absolutely scornful to me. Like, if you brushing your teeth in the face basin, why you spit in the shower? I get you spitting it in the shower, which is also why it's scornful, right? But like, if you brushing your teeth in the face basin, how you then moving over, taking 2 to 3 steps to the toilet to spit in the toilet?
It ain't even a step, it's just a lean. All you gotta do is lean over.
I still need to rinse. So even after I brushed, after I spit, I still need to rinse. And to make sure I get all of the residue and everything.
Right, but where do you rinse?
Everything in the sink. I'm rinsing and then going and then, no, I care. If I hear, I hear.
I agree, Trent. You?
What were you asking?
Where do you rinse and where do you
Where do you rinse?
You
already said that sometimes you will do it in the toilet. My question is, will you also rinse in the toilet?
First of all, I don't spit in the toilet a lot. It's very rare. Like, if I just clean the bathroom and,
It don't matter when you do it, Trent. You do it. That's my point. It doesn't matter when. You've done it once, twice, 3 times. I don't care. You do it. My question is, why?
I don't spit the rinse and stuff inside the toilet.
So
why are you spitting in there, period? If you rinsing off your face with the toothpaste in the face basin, right? And you rinsing off your toothbrush, why are you spitting initially in the toilet?
Because you still have to rinse.
What difference was...
It's
what's the difference in form? What's the difference?
Okay, it depends on my mood. Sometimes it's very scornful when the toothpaste sticking on the face basin and stuff. And it's so nasty.
But you need to rinse it off.
That's why I love the water. That's why I like to have the water running. If I don't waste water and have the water bill high.
You definitely should turn the water off. You should definitely turn the water off while you're brushing your teeth.
I know that. I'm
talking to Nadia who about
he is talking to me because that stuff is being on.
But I do rinse at the face basin.
You're not answering my question. My question is this. If you rinse at the face basin, right, and you're rinsing off your residual foam from the toothpaste, right? Let's say you have a mustache. You're rinsing it out of your mustache, your beard, you're rinsing your toothbrush. If you are doing that action in the face basin, because that's your last action, why is your initial action to spit in the toilet if you still coming back to the face basin to rinse off the same type of foam?
I think it's OCD. That's all it is. There's no reasoning behind it.
My mommy is saying, oh, maybe they do it because they don't want to put the same reason you said. They don't want to put the toothpaste in the basin and it gets sticky. But I agree with Mish. Rinse it off. I just feel like if you spit in the toilet, to me in my mind, it's like you legitimately brushing your teeth with toilet water. That's how I feel.
Now, I will say to Nadia, I feel like that only applies if you follow the process that I follow. Keep in mind now, y'all don't follow that process. Y'all go brush your teeth, then use bathroom, then shower. For me, I definitely wouldn't do it because I go use bathroom, shower, and then brush my teeth. So I see the two sides of it. Let me pose another question to you all. Would you rather not have any other drink ever besides water, or never have anything put in an oven?
The first one. I rather have no other drink besides water because I can actually live with just water.
Yeah, I think I love water too. And I can grill instead of bake.
But I need my baked chicken and stuff sometimes when I'm trying to lose a couple pounds.
But you could grill.
That's so much work.
Taking the work aspect out of it. We didn't say that you have to cook the items.
I like cake.
You'd give up a lot of drinks in the world. No more, no more alcohol, no more juice,
I don't drink, so
no
that's
more
not
milk, no milk, no juice, no Monster, no soda, no coffee.
Wait, hold on.
No other drink but water.
You say no milk for your cereal and no coffee.
The only other beverage that you can have is water.
I'll commit suicide if I can't drink coffee again. So I might as well.
I would still do the water because, like Trent said, you could live off of water. Not to mention that may have to be the case. I could lose the amount of weight that I want to lose. So I'll do the. Oh my god!
I love water. I really do.
I can't even drink. Can I make tea? Because it's water based.
Coffee is water based.
No coffee. No. That's true though. If I do coffee black,
I think it's only water.
Literally water.
Literally water.
Not even. What if I bring Kool-Aid packets with me?
We could be slick. We could be slick and take the water and use to make our tea.
We can make lemons. We can make lemonade because if you have the lemon, you could just sprinkle it in. Huh?
We win.
I didn't say that y'all can't make these things. The point is you are not allowed to drink anything but water in its purest form.
Anything
or you can't have anything that was made in an oven.
Anything that prompts me to drink less water is something I'm not going to choose. So I have to choose the option with where water is included.
No trend. Okay, here's the options. You only can drink water.
Yes.
Or you can't have anything that's made in an oven. So if you pick the thing that's made in the oven, you can have as many drinks as you want. But
I will only be able to drink water. I'll choose the water one.
Me too. Because I need cake.
When I thought of this, I agree. I can't go without pizza, bread, cookies. When you really look at the amount of things that are made in an oven,
yeah,
I know it's an essential part of life.
Because some days you want to just bake your chicken. Yeah, I don't
I
think
thought about that though, because I was like, I could do a grilled chicken or a deep fried chicken and a grilled rib.
But grillers take long for real though.
Like
Cake, I
I
love you,
said,
but
I never said that we have to make it. Trent, you're being confused. You said you picking water.
I did pick. I said cake, I love you, but you'd have to go.
If you pick water, you could have the cake. It's if you gave up the cake, then you only could have water.
Water, right?
You said anything that's baked.
Right.
Wait, hold on.
Okay, so here is the options. Listen to the question. Either you can only drink water and have everything that's baked, or you can drink whatever you want and never have anything that was baked.
Oh, that's easy. The first one. I got water and cake.
Okay, he's right, Nadia. So yes,
Yeah, but I'm saying it took a while to get there.
I was thinking about it right. You just confused me.
No, you was talking about you can't have cake. You said you can't have cake, so you obviously you didn't have it right.
You confused yourself, boo? Nobody confused you.
I good. I got my water and I got cake.
Oh Lord, what are y'all cooking for Father's Day? Because y'all is doing Father's bad. I remember everybody talking about how they do this big spread for Mother's Day. Big brunch and big this and that. Father's Day come along and this the most would happen on Father's Day. Okay. How you doing? That's good. Anyway, I just called to tell you happy Father's Day and hope somebody bring you some crab and rice today.
Facts, because we ain't make none.
Somebody calling me on my next line. I can talk to you later. All right, Daddy. Bye.
That's bad though, because we act like we don't have good fathers. I feel like they deserve the same treatment that mothers deserve.
Fathers and father figures. There are a lot of father figures out there that don't get the recognition.
So we did lamb chop, fried fish. I think that's grouper. I think. Coleslaw, peas and rice, and I'm gonna warm up some salad.
Ooh, big chef.
We did homemade spaghetti. We're Italians today.
Well, we're doing baked ham, scalloped potatoes, and broccoli and carrot Normandy.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we just have 10,000 Normandy at work.
That's where I get it from.
Every day on the cap menu is vegetable Normandy. I'm like, okay. Y'all literally just boiling some vegetables and calling it Normandy. Okay.
No, some days it has butter and then some days it has seasoning. So that's where it gets the different name, you know? Some days it's a medley.
You guys ever tried vegetable pizza? Like just a lot of vegetables?
My mommy actually makes cauliflower pizza. So the bread, the crust is actually cauliflower.
I don't have the time.
My mommy bakes that in 30 minutes.
How does she do a crust then? Because based on all that I have, it's supposed to steam it out. Then you have to string out the water from the cauliflower. And I don't have the energy to do all of that.
Nope. She does she graters the cauliflower, so she doesn't buy the cauliflower rice already done. She'll get a head of cauliflower, she graters it, she adds a little bit of flour, and then she presses it. I can't remember what else she's added, whatever else.
So that's what it is then, Nadia. She adds the flour to give it the consistency.
A little bit. Very little.
I was trying to do it with just the cauliflower where it has just that consistency.
She did one with just cauliflower and cheese.
She adds cheese to make it.
Instead of the flour.
Okay.
So she makes it in different ways, but my mommy cauliflower pizza legitimately takes 30 minutes to make, including a baking time.
Well, I just take long to cook, so I ain't gonna have to do no 30 minutes. Chef.
Me, I move fast. Whilst the water boiling for the rice, the meat in the fridge, I don up some potato salad. I need to get out of the kitchen as quick as possible. I don't like being in the kitchen.
I could be in the kitchen for 3 hours cooking a basic meal.
What do you guys do? Do you do your meat first, your rice first, your side first? How do you guys cook?
I need to start cooking my meat before I start my rice because my rice isn't going to take long, and then I don't want my meat to be cold.
Right.
So
Same.
season up your meat,
Depending
put
on
in
how
the
long the
baker,
rice
then
takes,
start the
though.
rice.
Sorry, Trent?
So season up your meat, put in the baker or whatever, and then start the rice.
Yes.
Yeah. So that they could all finish at the same time.
And then
Right.
after your rice, do your side.
No,
No,
while my rice is on the stove, I can start doing my side.
Because sometimes if your side is cold, like if your side is like coleslaw, I actually like my coleslaw chilled. So I need that to sit into the fridge for a little bit to get like a chill on it. Same thing with potato salad, crab salad. The guys need them to have a chilled effect.
Not room temperature.
So I make that a little too easy for y'all. What if y'all doing macaroni? You doing the macaroni first or the rice?
Macaroni.
Macaroni first. Because that's a two-step process.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You have to boil the macaroni, then you gotta mix it up in the pot, then you gotta put that into the oven. That's a process in itself.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So while the macaroni boiling, I'd be seasoning up my meat.
Mm.
And
Okay, so
prepping it.
you do your macaroni, then your meat, then your thing.
Right, I do my macaroni. I go macaroni, meat, macaroni, rice,
Side.
side.
Mm.
Okay.
Because macaroni, even though macaroni is a side, you know, for us to just be a starch. That ain't really a side.
I know, right? Macaroni isn't really a side in Bahamas,
No.
you know?
So
Like
that's how I would do it.
Okay. Well, today you learned a lot from the CommuniTEAm. I hope you put some of these things into effect. Thank you for watching this week's podcast. Make sure to check us out on SoundCloud, YouTube, or wherever you find our podcasts.
And brush your teeth before you bathe.
Yes.
That's relative. Have a great week, everybody.
Sanitize.
Bye.
Bye.